Sometimes even giant killers lose the will to fight. Sometimes even past victories and triumphs seem so far in the past that all you can see are the losses of the present, and it sucks the will to retaliate right out of you. Though he has slain the bear and delivered his flock from the jaws of the lion, we see David sitting down and weeping till there's no more tears left. And that's what life will do to us sometimes. That's what will happen to our spirit while we're trying to do the will of God. The enemy comes and steals our goods and erodes our blessings. And when we realize we've been the victim of the thief, when we realize we're not what we used to be, or we realize something we had we don't have anymore, or some level of anointing we walked in we're not walking in anymore, or some joy that we had is absent now, or some peace that used to rule our spirit somehow eludes us now. And so we sit down in despair and frustration and hopelessness, because sometimes even giant killers lose the fight, the will to retaliate. But as David is sitting there, something happened in him that has got to happen in you today if you want restoration in your life. Something happened to David that must happen in this congregation today if God is going to do a great work of restoration. David, it's like he got sick and tired of being sick and tired. It's like he said, hey, wait a second. I'm a child of God. Wait a second. I've been anointed of God. Wait a second. Wait a second. Why am I sitting here like this? And he says, Lord, what should I do about it? And God says, I'll restore, but you've got to get up. I'll do a work of restoration, but something inside of you has got to rise up and say, I'm not going to sit here until I die, but I'm going to go after the enemy, and I'm going to take my joy. I'm going to take my joy back. I'm going to take my peace back. I'm going to take my anointing. I'm going to take it back. I'm going to get my shout back. I'm going to get my worship back. I'm going to get my praise back. I'm going to get my dance back. I'm going to get my passion back. Oh, that's all right. Maybe we ought to just shout a little bit right now. Maybe we ought to shout a little bit right now. He's a God of restoration.